right, so here's the otherworldly mixed martial arts talent, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and there's so much made about his value as a corner man. Tonight, though, he is competing and has Bulas in his corner.
Yeah, Coach Habib is as undefeated as fighter Nurmagomedov compete again. This guy is the definition of pressure. He is trying to take you down, and he does not hide his intentions. He wants to get in your face, he wants to take you down, and he wants to drown you. This guy's a savage, he's a beast. Every word that describes that is Khabib Nurmagomedov with Abdul in his corner.
Champ tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov has graced the octagon.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this work here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. International fight week, the championship fights all across the board. You come to T-Mobile.
Making all these shots count. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Unable to connect with the ref. Gets to the single collar tie now. Able to connect with a beautiful jab.
Big double leg, double change.
And now is where things could get really interesting. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Well, he's connected on a few hooks so far here in the round, and there it is again. So every time he goes back to the well with that hook, he seems to find the target.
He does a great job of finding the placement on that shot. It is a great weapon to have.
What a wild start to this fight, unless, of course, you're not thinking.
What a great fight so far. These guys are laying it all out on the line.
Now goes to the uppercut.
Beautiful job landing that head kick.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, in the mouth.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Nurmagomedov.
Armbar.
Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC.
It's tight. It's over. It's over.
Good work, guys. Come on.
This fight is over.
Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
Calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
All right, late round action here. Khabib Nurmagomedov continuing to dominate the action. Beautiful transitions, and I'm not sure anybody mixes their wrestling and their grappling as well as this guy.
I mean, he's just so tough. He's willing to go through the fire in order to get the fight to the ground. He's been able to do that. He is one of the strongest fighters I have ever grappled with. They got, oh, nice double leg, yes. Now he's with his arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Unable to land with that punch.
Leg kick lands.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. Oh, man, he put on the best poker face he could there, but he is just getting punished continuously by that hook.
He is getting dominated with one singular strike. It's amazing to watch. Truly a great performance by this young fighter. Nice transition.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Just misses with that one. Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. 20 seconds to go in round one. And that one certainly found the target.
Ooh, big shot lands. Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. But most times, you got to chain things together if you want to take down a great fighter.
And we know how hard it is to maintain the wrestling, right? The hours required in the gym to make sure that wrestling's still at a high level. He's putting in the time.
Yes, he's putting in the time. And also, you see it in his movements. When he gets to an attack, he's constantly shifting position. He's constantly moving his opponent. He's constantly trying to give him too much information to process.
Right.
And that comes from a lifetime of wrestling. If he just started this, it would be very difficult to trick his opponent. But now, by giving him so many different looks, he's been able to secure takedown after takedown after takedown.
All right, just like we saw in the previous round, the takedown is there. Nurmagomedov now trying for the Kimura. Oh, that Kimura looks tight.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Got the single collar tie. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show. Slicing elbow lands from the clinch.
Nurmagomedov's hook to the body there is blocked. Shot looked pretty good, but ultimately the defense was there. All right, so he continues to land and not exactly. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, big left. Big right hand. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out. Clean punch. Well, the one thing about throwing jabs is that when you throw a jab, you kind of set your lead leg because you're trying to extend on the jab. If a person has good timing on leg kicks, they will land almost every time. So you got to be careful.
Nurmagomedov gets tattooed by that straight punch. Nice straight right lands. 2 minutes to go. Oh, nice right hand from Khabib Nurmagomedov. DC, we talk so much about the wrestling and the grappling. You can't sleep on Nurmagomedov's boxing, though. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish his takedown at all.
Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight. He's gonna work hard to get this finish.
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here.
He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's gonna get stopped.
All right, feet on the hips here. Under a minute to go in round 2. Back to his feet. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. And again, shoots for a takedown. Again, takedown stuff. Hook to the head there by Nurmagomedov. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there.
And he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
I've never seen somebody with such control.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes: volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Nice job by him defensively there. Pretty good stuff getting that kick home. Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put in the work, and it all comes together on fight.
It all comes together. Nothing feels better to go out there and implement the game plan that you guys have worked on in training camp, and it goes as desired. Nothing feels better.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here.
Oh.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, that looks tight. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You gotta keep position over submission. I mean, these wrestling transitions are beautiful. These guys are really getting after it.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, without much resistance, he continues to find a home for that jab, much like he did in the previous round.
The fighters separate.
Three past the midpoint here of the fight. defensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses.
Nice jab.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, one got through. That kick was blocked.
Look at him yank the head and land that beautiful punch from the clinch.
You know what's crazy? It was like in MMA back in the day, guys didn't jab him. It was all power shots. Now you see guys well more educated with that jab in their front hand. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, Darce choke, locked and loaded. Holding the position.
Fighting for it. He wants it bad.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. In the half guard. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
15 seconds remain in the round.
Getting the mount here. This is where he wants to be.
Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Nurmagomedov's overhand punch to the head doesn't get to the target. He telegraphed that one, and it gets blocked. There's another power takedown there. That is a high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound. Great shot from the top position.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Nurmagomedov. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. Everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call a shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 28 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Oh, you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Khabib Nurmagomedov, your winner by submission here tonight. This